All right, truck on the left blocked my view of the jaywalkers, and the car on the right went, so I assumed the coast was clear. Thankfully, the pedestrian saw me at the last second. Okay, let's watch it. Let's go over it, because I already know line of sight. It's a line of sight issue. Can't see, can't see, can't see, can't see, can't see.
What are you doing?
I get there's an assumption. Let's go back. So there's an assumption that if the vehicles are going, we can go. I still go through intersections, even like this, slowly until I can see. I just don't like traveling places blind. I don't get how blind people do it. I mean, obviously they have stuff, they know how to do it, but I'm not riding a motorcycle blind. I'm not gonna drive a car blind. I'm always focused on what it is that I'm doing, especially if I'm traveling forward. I mean, if you're backing up, do you close your eyes? No, you're looking at your mirrors, maybe your backup camera if you have one. But yeah, we're coming up to here. It's a line of sight issue. So these pedestrians shouldn't have done this, obviously, right? I mean, we can always go like that. And then we get up to here. That's pretty freaky. And somebody said earlier we have to get a thumbnail. So we're going to get a thumbnail right now. The O face. There we go. Yeah, pretty scary. Pretty scary. See how the dude doesn't even care? Doesn't react.
What are you
There's like
doing?
no preservation of life in him. He's like, please. Oh, thank you. Oh, we're going a little too fast here. Are we coming up? Oh, there's a car. I was closing the road for the group, so I had to always overtake the group. Okay. And I did not see the car until it was almost too late. So, okay. I get it. You're closing the road. Okay. Okay, so if we're closing the road, so that means we're leapfrogging, right? So I'm assuming, I mean, if you're the only one doing it, like you close this road and you have to speed to go close the other road, okay, I get if you're the only one doing it. But if there's like multiple of you, which this is a learning lesson, right? So if you're in a big group ride, maybe have like 4 of you guys doing this so that you don't have to leapfrog a huge group. You just kind of rotate. And so if you're doing that, right? If you're doing that, talk on your cardos with the other leapfroggers. I mean, this thing has a huge range. Go ahead and talk to them. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's his choice to pass when there is traffic. So it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of dangerous here, guys. Especially being that far out. Got so close. Imagine being on a group ride and like people are dying because they want to try to make it safer. All right, so we're doing some power wheelies a little fast in this area, not very safe. And so we landed the bike. So why did we have speed wobbles? You guys know why? So something I've learned and something I say is that, and it kind of goes back to if you hit like a speed bump or like a road surface hazard and you see that, you get the speed wobbles. When we land the motorcycle from a wheelie, it's the same concept as hitting something like a pothole at high speeds and your suspension's doing this. So when we land it, and if we're not landing it straight or at a too high of a speed, our suspension, we have dual suspension up front if you have a single suspension, it's kind of weird, but dual suspension. So if we landed it kind of crooked, it's going to land like this, and then it's going to try to stabilize, and it's going to do this. And it feeds directly, there we go, into your handlebars. That's what that is. And on the other side. And so if it lands like this, your handlebars are like this. And so then when it rotates like this, it's doing this. So same thing if you're going over a speed bump and it's a little crooked, or you go over the speed bump and then it goes over and it lands like this, right? It's going to do this. And it typically happens at high speed because your suspension is trying to modulate everything at an appropriate speed. If it's too fast, it can't modulate quick enough. That's where steering dampeners and all that kind of stuff kind of comes in. So there's the speed wobble. Scary. Kind of scary. Oh. So this is where really good progressive braking came into handy, so emergency braking. But if you notice at the beginning of the clip, let's go back to the beginning of the clip. Right there. Let's get right before. His hands were off. His hands were off, and he had to reach for it. He had to reach for it. I mean, you can see that left turner probably far ahead. And here's the thing. When I come up to an intersection, my hands are on the handlebars. I rarely even take my handlebars or my hands off the handlebars anymore. I get it. I used to do it all the time because it's comfy sometimes. You only need your throttle hand, especially at higher speed or when you're in the same gear the whole time. And I talk with my hands, but I'm doing practice stuff. But as soon as I see an intersection, especially if I'm in a congested area, I have both hands because I need to be able to swerve or emergency brake, downshift, whatever it is, engine brake, all that stuff. So he sees this, so he applies the front brakes, and thankfully he didn't panic because usually when people reach for it, they panic. So he has some skill. He has some riding experience. So he's able to go and reach for it and do some progressive braking. So he squeezed and squeezed more. Quickly, you can do it quickly. You can't squeeze all of it at once. It's percentages, but you can do percentages quickly. So he's able to slow down in time. At this point, if you want to, you can release the brakes just a little bit and then swerve left a little bit more because I don't think we're going to be able to stop in time. We're not going to be able to stop in time. The vehicle is going to get out of our way in time. That's really what it is. But that's what he's doing. He's buying himself some time. So it's really good. Got very lucky. Very lucky. It's a California thing. And he did a U-turn. Let's take a look real quick, though. The car did a U-turn. They're not supposed to do that. I'm sure it's the same thing for that person, that sign. Is there a sign right there? I bet you on the other side of that sign right there, it says no U-turns. They still did it. Still did it. Just because they don't follow the rules doesn't mean you shouldn't. Okay, just because they don't follow the signage doesn't mean you shouldn't. And I always assume that they won't follow. Yeah, didn't even look. Okay. Yeah, unintentional blindness could be the thing too. All right, here we go. What's going on here?
Here is another case.
Sounds
where
like a
the
great
rider
bike.
Tough road conditions and learn a hard lesson.
I like the tank bag. It looks nice. Oh, water. It was water. That's a nice little bike. I like it. He's got a little seat cushion going on. The exhaust looks kind of cool. Let's go back. He said the bike at the beginning, right? Yamaha XSR 125. I like that. That's nice. So nice little turn going through here. Beautiful little area. It's a sharp left turn. You see the chevron right there in front of the turn. There's the chevron right there. All right. So you're coming up to here. Nice slow speed. Perfect. Love it. He's not hauling butt. I mean, it might be hard for 125, but still, you can still go too fast for your skill or the bike. But we're coming through this corner nice and easy. As soon as you see that water, slow it down a little bit more because it's right in the turn. It's right in the turn. It's not like it's after the turn or before the turn, like over here. It's right in the turn. And I know that when I turn, I'm going to lose traction because I need to use traction to turn. So I'm going to have less to deal with on my tires. And so then I know road surface hazards like water, oil, dirt, all that stuff also needs a lot of traction or needs traction to go over it without falling over. So if I'm turning and there's a road surface hazard, I'm going to take the turn as straight as possible and as slow as possible. So I'm going to slow it down here, get over the water, and then make a sharp turn after that. Okay, just like going on from asphalt to this dirt road, I'm going to slow down as much as I can be on the pavement where I have the most traction, and then when I get on the dirt road, then I can pick up speed. I'm not going to go fast from pavement to dirt and try to turn. That's going to cause some issues. I'm not going to go fast into water and turn in the water. I'm going to go slower into the water, and then once I pass the water, then I'm going to go. You just have to modulate your speed. So like right in the middle of the turn. So slow it down, go over the water, and then here, start making that sharper turn.
Lesson real quick.
Oh, did he grab the front brake too? Because maybe he lost traction. I saw his fingers move.
Quick.
No. Okay. And it's a beautiful area. You hear the birds? Just take it nice and easy. Enjoy the ride. Just enjoy it. All right, here we go. So a little group ride with some cruisers passing a semi. Not a big deal. He went pretty wide. Was that what we're looking at? Yeah, he went wide. Hit the rumble strips, little speed wobbles. Didn't panic. Very good. Kind of slowly progressed back. So he went a little wide here. He went a little wide. So he took his feet off the highway pegs. That's why his feet were way up there. So his feet are on the highway pegs. Puts them on the floorboards. He's passing. Went a little too fast, a little wide. Now this is where it starts to panic, right? You start target fixating on the grass, and then the rumble strips are starting to do this to you. That's what these things are right here. These little rumble strips. But he didn't panic. He just kind of focused. He's like, I'm gonna ride this line. Okay, I got a little bit of wobbles. I'm not gonna panic. Not gonna panic. He rolled off the throttle because we probably didn't increase. We probably maintained our speed. The camera maintained our speed. And since he's kind of falling behind, he probably rolled off the throttle. Very smart. Stabilizes. And he's like, I'm going to gently move back over. All right, here we go. We have to turn right. Going a little fast for an intersection. Good job at the brakes, though. Slow it down. You kind of know congestion. People make choices, last minute. Let's go ahead and slow it down a little bit. California. Oh, no, please. Oh, what do you think's going to happen? What do you think's going to happen? Oh. When I said practice your swerves on the highway, I didn't mean in between vehicles like that. He's swerving for some reason. I mean, it's a turn, but it's not. So, okay, so we shifted really. We swerved into this lane. Like I said, don't do it when there's cars. He swerved hard into this lane, so he had to swerve again to the right, and then I think the passenger is leaning a little bit left too, which throws off the balance. So he's like balancing, he's like counterbalancing the passenger also. You see that? You see how she's like still vertical and maybe a little bit to the left? And he's having to turn right a little. Yeah, compensating for the weight. This is why you need to tell your passenger, just be a sack of potatoes. You're dead weight. Stay in line with the bike the whole time. Just stay in line with the bike the whole time. If I'm turning left, stay in line with the bike. I mean, I get it. You want them to lean with you and stuff, and that's kind of fun, But just stay with the bike. I'm going to lean. I'll add extra turn. I'll add, speed and braking, all that. I'll handle the bike. You're just there. And he had to swerve hard. He got very lucky. Close call. This is definitely going to be a conversation afterwards. I mean, they could talk to each other on their Cardo Pack Talk Pros or Edges. Just saying. Link in the description for 10% off. Oh, what are you going for? What are you going for? You can't do slow speed stuff? You don't know how to do some slow speed? What are you going for? You have to do a rolling stop? You can't apply the brakes? You don't know how to do that? I mean, if you want to, you can go ahead and practice with the Smart Rider drills. Links in the description. I know I just did Cardo. Link in the description. And while supplies last, you're going to get this also. If you buy the booklet, the physical booklet, you'll get both. And the digital download. But practice your slow speed stuff. You could have stopped. Yeah, it's definitely my fault. My bad. Yeah. Okay. Good. Accountability. We don't see that a lot. Don't ride in the bike lane. Yep. All right, the angry biker.
To understand, the driver behind decided to completely ignore the rider and went for a risky overtake.
Let's see what happens. Is he really angry? All right, so overtake. So let's see. Oh, I'd be a little angry about that. That's kind of dumb. That's stupid. All right, I get that. All right, little wheelie with a lot of traffic. Not very smart. Panicked, looped it, broke his coccyx. Nice shoes. Waiting for the floods with those high waters, and we're moving on. So here we go. Okay. So somebody came out. Let's take a look. So they're coming out. They don't want to be in that lane. So once you see like the tires and the nose pointed that way, just go ahead and roll off the throttle and maybe apply some brakes. Yeah, they should have went straight. But they were pointed in our lane. All right, sharp left turn. Nice and easy. Very nice. Oh, that person doesn't know how to turn. They might have wanted to turn into that driveway there. But imagine if we were going fast around that corner. We would have clipped this thing. So good job on this rider for taking it nice and slow. Just enjoying the view, enjoying the ride. Perfectly fine. Straightened it up. Moved on. Honked the horn when he's in a safe position. Very good. What was that sign? I want to see it real quick. Gosh, this is a beautiful area. I got watch for ice. Okay. It has a new meaning lately. Ice. All right, so beautiful area. Enjoy the ride. Talk to each other on your cars. Listen, share music, all that stuff. You can record your conversations on the Cardo app too, so that'd be kind of fun to play back. I just want to see where they're at. Greer, Kamiya, Missoula. Write in the comments where that's at. Let's see if you guys are good at that. Beautiful area. Just watch. Couldn't navigate that corner for some reason. How fast were we going? We weren't going that fast. Okay, when I say enjoy the scenery, I mean use your peripheral vision to enjoy the scenery, and then on turns specifically, focus on the road. Let's get out of here. My allergies are acting up with all the trees. Didn't panic. That was good. Gray Porsche cuts us off. Open lane pattern? No? Wait a second. When... So they switched lanes. Okay. So they missed that part. And it looks like they switched lanes a while back because like they're past the white car. So this is an open lane pattern. Thank you. Gesundheit. This is an open lane pattern. So this Porsche, I'm assuming, was right here, and they're already over here. So maybe that's why they cut off the footage, because it happened a while ago. I don't know. But either way, this is an open lane pattern. So there's a big, long line of cars, and this lane is open. So they decided to switch lanes. You do that at the grocery store. You find the shortest lane, and you just kind of cut over. And you do this driving too, but hopefully you're checking your mirrors and your blind spots. So they switched over. Not really a big deal. Enough time to slow it down. Not really a big deal.
Hey, you cut right in front of us. Use your blinker next time. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, okay. So here we go. Oh, he's turning. What are you doing? Why are you speeding up to him? You obviously saw him slow down. He wants to make the turn.
Hey, sorry about giving you a hard.
So that's why you talk on your cardos to be like, hey, I'm turning. I mean, communication is one thing. Like, nobody uses hand signals anymore. Everyone just wants to communicate or have, like, the plan. And even then, like, you can tell he's slowing down. Like, let's slow it down. Now we just barely applied the brakes. So, like, he's slowing down. And you can start to see him apply the brakes, but he's not applying the brakes now. Like, we're catching up to him. Still not doing it. Now we do it. He's making a wide turn. All right, here we go. Close call on a bike. Used my out to get safe. Okay, good job. Look at that. One sec. I'm sorry. I said I wasn't going to pause. But look at this position for safety. This is just really beautiful. He has a good line of sight. He's off to the side. He has an out here, so I'm assuming he's going to take this shoulder to get out of this, because this person's probably going to slam the brakes. We're going to have to swerve. It's my guess. I haven't seen this. He's going to swerve. He's already in a good position. If he was way over in the middle, he'd have to swerve hard. So here he could probably just go straight too. See? Couldn't stop in time. Now, should we always have like the best space cushion ever so that we could stop in time? Yeah, it's not realistic. That's why I like to put myself in a good space cushion and in a position where if I can't stop in time, I'm just going to automatically just kind of fall into my escape path. Why not? So he just kind of applied brakes and fell into his escape path. He only has to do one move, brakes. If you're right behind that person, center of the lane, you're going to have to do brakes and swerve and hope. I just want to make it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Just keep yourself in a position with good line of sight and escape path already there. And space cushion. All right. Kind of the same thing. His driver helped out, though. Driver helped out. He moved over. So same thing. Wasn't able to stop in time, but was off to the side and just kind of fell into that spot. Position to the sides of the lanes. Be in the areas of the lanes that the car is not, and you'll be good for the most part.
Method by Dan. Implementing the plan method by Dan the Fireman. Locating hazardous situation in the form of a great car. Doing a bit of a jerky moment there. As we're turning right, I see the driver went on the opposite lane, which tells me something seriously off. So I take my position of safety, adjusting speed and creating enough distance between us, just in case, waiting to see what's gonna happen here, as the car slowly drifts to the right. And then this happens. So now I'm assessing what to do. As the car came to almost a full stop, I decide to navigate the threat and pass the car, checking the driver in the process just to see if the guy maybe had a medical condition. Sadly, you can't see it on camera because of the night.
Nothing to add. Nothing to add. Wow. I think this is the first time watching a MotoStars video where not only, I mean, I've seen people do after action reviews of their own stuff, but this is the first time seeing an after action review of somebody utilizing the plan method and explaining it perfectly. I almost want to watch it again, but we're recording this and it's already like 40 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and move on. But after we hit the record, we're going to watch that again.
Sadly, you can't see it on camera because of the night.
All right, here we go. We're moving into here. We're doing the plan method, right? So coming up to here, we see this uncommon thing. We're going to slow it down. Perfect. This is great. We don't know what they're going to do. It looks like they're going to back up. Let's go ahead and get out of the way. But we don't know what's coming around this corner. So he's in a good spot. We're just going to sit here, kind of assess, and maybe creep our way around because we still don't know what's around this corner. There, yeah. Doesn't want to wait. Okay, because we don't know what's around the corner. That's perfectly fine. He's thinking, it's like, take the risk, maybe not. This is probably why. Probably recognize that there was a bus coming around. We're going to go ahead and put ourselves in a new position. And we're going to move on. I like that. Okay. So we have another blind corner coming up here. So good job on him. You have to think 3 or 4 steps ahead. That was... Handled that one. Wait, it's just... Hey, Just Posey, you're in the chat. Dude, he was drunk? Okay, good. Well, not good that he's drunk. Amazing after-action review. We have him in the chat, everybody. I know this is still recording. It's still recording. How you doing, dude? Great. All right, let's watch this one. All right, probably gonna switch over. It looks like lanes are merging. Okay, we're kind of getting trapped. Oh, in that situation, as soon as you can, apply the brakes, progressive braking. Hopefully they can get out of the way. E-bike, 24 miles an hour. I think that's where it's capped out on a lot of these e-bikes, unless you get a Sur-on. He looks like he's on a scooter. Yeah, somebody came out. Good job with the brakes. Wasn't hauling too much booty. So handled it pretty well. But Hey guys, make sure you sign into class. Let's get 100 likes on this video, and then I'll go ahead and bring the pizzas out for everybody. But good job on everybody, and make sure you get the Smart Rider games. There's some links in the description for Cardo and all that stuff. But with that said, hope you guys ride safe, be safe, and I'll see you guys on the next live stream.